Imagine yourself in 4 different roles: an employee, a self-employed individual, a big business owner, and an investor. Each role brings its own set of tasks, responsibilities, and rewards. But more importantly, each role has a unique relationship with time and income generation. Let's start with the employee. The employee is essentially trading time for money. You clock in, perform your duties, and clock out. Your paycheck reflects the number of hours you've put in. It's a straightforward arrangement, but the downside is that your income is directly tied to the amount of time you work. You have a fixed schedule, and the time freedom is often limited. Next, we have the self-employed individual. Unlike the employee, the self-employed person enjoys a certain degree of flexibility, but with that flexibility comes greater responsibility. As a self-employed person, you're in charge of all aspects of your business. You set your own hours, but often, the hours are longer. While you have the potential to earn more, the income is not always steady, and it's directly proportional to the amount of work you put in. Now let's consider the big business owner. The big business owner has a team to delegate tasks to. This delegation frees up their time, allowing them to focus on strategic decisions that drive the business forward. The income potential is high, and it's not directly tied to the time they put in. However, the responsibility of managing a team and running a large-scale operation can be daunting. Finally, we have the investor. The investor's money works for them. They invest in businesses, stocks, real estate, and other assets that generate passive income. This allows them a great deal of time freedom. However, investing requires financial acumen and a keen understanding of markets, which not everyone possesses. Each role has its own unique challenges and advantages when it comes to time and system management. As we move through this video, we will delve deeper into how each role can maximize their time and income generation. Time is a finite resource that we all have an equal amount of, yet how we manage it can yield vastly different results. Let's dive into the world of the employee first. Employees have their time managed for them by their employers. They clock in, do the work set out for them, and clock out. Their work hours are typically defined and their tasks are predetermined. While this may seem restrictive, it also provides a clear structure and predictable schedule. On the other hand, self-employed individuals or small business owners have to manage their own time. They are the captain of their own ship, navigating through the sea of tasks that need to be done. From marketing to customer service, from accounting to product development, they wear all the hats. However, this often means working longer hours as the success of their business is directly linked to their efforts. Now let's turn our attention to big business owners. They are in a position to delegate tasks to their employees or teams. This not only allows them to focus on strategic decision-making, but also frees up their time. They can choose to spend this time on further business development, personal growth, or even leisure activities. Delegation, therefore, is a key tool in their time management arsenal. Finally, investors. These individuals spend their time researching and managing their investments. They dive deep into market trends, financial reports, and economic forecasts. However, once the investments are made, their time is largely their own. They can choose to invest more time in research or enjoy the fruits of their investments. Each role has its unique way of managing time, and each comes with its own set of advantages and challenges. The employee enjoys structure, the self-employed individual relishes autonomy, the big business owner values delegation, and the investor appreciates flexibility. The key difference lies in how each role leverages their time. And as we move forward, we'll explore how they can create systems to make the most out of this finite resource. Systems are the secret to scaling and achieving more with less time. This statement is not just a catchy phrase, but a truth that resonates across all business roles, be it an employee, a self-employed individual, a big business owner, or an investor. Let's start with employees. They are the cogs in the machine, working within systems created by their employers. These systems could be workflows, processes, or even the software they use daily. The beauty of being an employee is that the system is already set. It's like playing a board game where the rules have been laid out for you. You just need to follow them and strive for efficiency. Next, we have self-employed individuals. They're the rule makers of their own game. They create their own systems, which is exciting but can also be challenging. The challenge lies in scaling these systems. While they may work perfectly for one person, they might not be as effective when the business grows. This is where the need for adaptability comes in. Self-employed individuals need to be open to constantly tweaking and improving their systems to accommodate growth. Now, let's talk about big business owners. They are the architects of grand designs. They create systems that their employees follow. These systems are carefully designed to ensure the smooth operation of the business, maximize efficiency, and generate profits. But it doesn't stop there. Big business owners also need to regularly evaluate these systems, making sure they stay relevant and effective in the face of constant change. Lastly, we have investors. They create systems for managing and tracking their investments. These systems help them make informed decisions, mitigate risks, and maximize returns. Just like big business owners, investors also need to constantly review and adjust their systems in response to market trends and fluctuations. In conclusion, no matter what role you play in the business world, systems creation is a critical skill. It's not just about creating a system, but also about maintaining and improving it over time. The ability to create effective systems is what separates the big business owners and investors from the rest. Let's delve into the real world to see how these principles are applied. Picture this: a woman named Sarah who is a small business owner. She used to spend countless hours managing every aspect of her business, from sales to customer service. The business was doing well, but Sarah was overwhelmed and had little time for anything else. Then, she decided to create a system. She started by identifying repetitive tasks and automating them. She also trained her employees to handle certain responsibilities, allowing her to focus on strategic decisions. The result? More free time for Sarah, happier employees, and a business that ran smoothly even in her absence. Next, let's consider John, a successful investor. Unlike Sarah, John had always been good at managing his time. However, he realized that he was spending too much time analyzing potential investments. He decided to create a system where he would set specific criteria for investments. If a potential investment did not meet these criteria, he would not consider it further. This system allowed him to quickly filter out unsuitable investments and focus on the promising ones. Finally, there's Alice, an average employee at a tech firm. Alice was swamped with work and often stayed late to complete her tasks. She decided to change her approach and started prioritizing her tasks based on their importance and urgency. She also began delegating tasks that could be handled by others. With these changes, Alice was able to leave work on time and still complete all her tasks effectively. These stories illustrate how different individuals, regardless of their roles, can effectively manage their time and create systems. Sarah, John, and Alice all faced challenges, but they overcame them by creating systems that worked for them. They understood the importance of not just working hard, but working smart. They knew that to truly succeed, they needed to create systems that allowed them to make the most of their time and efforts. These stories show us that effective time management and system creation are possible in any role. You now have an understanding of how different roles manage time and create systems. It's one thing to comprehend these strategies, it's another to put them into action. So let's dive into how you can implement these strategies in your own life. Firstly, identify your role. Are you an employee, a self-employed individual, a big business owner, or an investor? Your role will determine the approach you take to manage your time and create your systems. If you're an employee, start by prioritizing your tasks. Use the Eisenhower matrix to categorize tasks into urgent, important, not urgent, and not important. Focus on the tasks that are both urgent and important. Delegate what you can, and eliminate unnecessary activities. As a self-employed individual or small business owner, your time is your most valuable asset. Learn to delegate and automate tasks. Use tools like Asana or Trello to manage your projects and tasks. Consider hiring a virtual assistant to handle administrative tasks. Big business owners, you have teams at your disposal. Use them wisely. Assign clear roles and responsibilities. Implement systems that promote communication and collaboration, such as Slack or Microsoft Teams. Regularly review and refine these systems. Investors, your key is to diversify and monitor your investments. Use tools like Bloomberg or Yahoo Finance to keep track of market trends. Regularly review your investment portfolio and adjust as necessary. Regardless of your role, remember to take time for yourself. Balance is key. Work hard, but also take time to rest and recharge. Self-care isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for long-term success. Lastly, remember that creating systems isn't a one-time task. It's an ongoing process. Regularly review your systems, refine them, make them more efficient. Experiment with different approaches and find what works best for you. Remember, it's not about having time, it's about making time. And systems, not goals, will lead you to success.